We're born in the moonlight. Ain't no fantasy. Can't breathe in the sunlight.
Hello Aromas, this is Aromie here. Welcome back to Red Embrace Hollywood. I almost said brain fart. But here we are. We're basically a political puppet deciding basically everything. The first task I intend to give you is a simple one, but it will serve as an accurate measure of your potential. There's a meeting going on tomorrow night between Randall. What the fuck did I call him? Harold? Gerald? It's Randall, the powerful leader of the Mapbar rebels and some Golgotha emissaries. I want you to sneak into that meeting and disrupt it. No, I'd rather not walk into the death trap. How can I disrupt it? That seems easy enough. That's not easy, but that technically, I think I would ask, how can I disrupt it? That will be the least of your concerns. You should be more worried about getting past the guards. Whatever tools you have at your disposal, I suggest you use them. Quick thinking and improvisation are the keys to seeing another sunset. Tomorrow night, Marcus will call you an hour before the meeting. He should have all the details you'll need. Make sure that no treaty is made between the Mapbar and Golgotha. It is an important step towards forcing Randall onto our side. He's too valuable as a potential ally. Consider this task your trial. It is an opportunity to transcend your circumstances, to prove that fate chose you for a reason. Alright, well then. With an air of finality, Cherise, I wouldn't say sunrise, Cherise rose and stepped briskly past me, striding over to the door. Marcus shuffled aside, eyeing her with an arched eyebrow. You'll be staying here at the Hollywood Heights Hotel in the room intended for the candidate you replaced. The hotel is managed by some of our people, so you'll be perfectly safe. The next time we speak, I'll be looking forward to the tale of your success, Michiko. Okay. The door slammed shut behind her, and the swift clacking of her high heels slowly faded into the distance. I turned to Marcus, unsure how exactly to process everything Cherise had just told me. Well, it seems the stars smile on you, sister. He let out a delicate chuckle, winking at me behind those dark lenses. Cherise doesn't like to make mistakes. You must have caught her in a good mood tonight. That was her in a good mood? Tell me, what do you think of her? The Red Queen. Powerful, confident. I like her. Honestly, I'm not sure yet. It's too early to tell. I've met convicted felonies who seem more trustworthy. I don't exactly like her. I'm not gonna be that rude about it, but I'm just gonna be like, I don't know, I'm not too sure. It's too early to tell. Someone who reserves judgment. My god, you're a mythical beast twice over. Okay. Marcus paused, glancing down to an old-fashioned pocket watch in his palm. The fact that he owned one didn't surprise me in the least somehow. I mean, it's cool. Pocket watches are cool. I will be calling your room around midnight tomorrow. It would be wise to prepare yourself in every sense of the word. Now it's about time for me to head out before I go. I have one last thing to say to you, and I don't intend to say it twice. His expression suddenly grew dark. He stared at me intently as if to confirm I was listening. Do not trust anyone. Every soul you meet in Hollywood is full of lies, some unintentional, others deliberate. Very rarely does anyone do what they say or what they truly mean. Only a fool believes everything they're told. Do you understand me, sister? You mean I can't trust you either? That's impossible. Everyone has to trust someone. Thanks, Marcus. I'll be careful. I feel like we should all trust someone. I believe I chose this one last time, or maybe I chose a funny one, but I'm going to go with thanks, Marcus. I'll be careful. Music to my ears, hold those words to my heart, and you may survive more than a few nights. The intrepid little mistake. I believe you're going somewhere, and though I can't foresee your destination, I like to see you reach it at the very bottom or the very top of Hollywood. Snickering softly, he shoved a hand into his pocket, rummaging around for something. Where is the damn... here. If you ever want to finger paint together or whatever it is you Scarpy folk do for pleasure, this is where you'll find me. He reached for my hand, pressing a small object into my palm. My eyes flicked down to see what he'd given me. A small business card, colored bright red, and emblazoned with bold black letters. Blood and Roses, a dark paradise for all your erotic fantasies, adult movies, magazines, and more. Was I misinterpreting this card, or did Marcus work at a sex shop? I'm pretty sure he works at one. But by the time I glanced up again, he was already gone. I hadn't even heard the door open or shut. How had he left the room so suddenly? Maybe it was for the best if I didn't know. He just poofed. Telepathy? Is that the word I'm thinking of? Teleporting? Probably not. Leaving the empty room behind, I found my way back to the front desk, asking about Cherie's reservation. A slightly awkward, pale-faced clerk handed me a key without question. Room 915. Alright, well then. Numbly, I made my way into the elevator and up to my floor, where a posh corridor opened up to greet me. The room numbers felt like they passed by in a blurry marquee. 909, 911, 913, 915, my new home. It must suck. Our friends and family don't know what's gonna happen to us or anything, or what happened. Sparkling clean, warmly lit, beautifully decorated, and almost too glamorous to be real. The kind of room where you see stars partying, orgying and overdosing, ringing up your age and shutting the curtains to hide from camera flashes straight out of a magazine. Up close, though, I realized the room was just as dead as me. The cameras were the only thing that had made it seem so alive. But part of me had guessed that already. Well, damn. Nice painting of horses. As I stared at one of the stock paintings on the wall, trying to figure out what emotions I was feeling, something stirred in my gut. A dull, aching hunger. It didn't feel like the hunger pangs I felt before. It was in my mind as much as my body. Ugh, I'm stuck in my chair. Okay. Like an addict who needed their fix. Was it a hunger for that? As much as I didn't want to even think of it as a possibility, the idea uncomfortably warmed into my head. Try to go hunt, go look in the fridge, ignore it. I believe I went to go look in the fridge last time I chose. Maybe regular food would tide me over, just some water. I knew that was bullshit, of course, but I pretended not to. Alright, hello? Refrigerator. I slunk over the mini fridge, unsure of what I hoped to find. Pulling the tiny door open, I bent down to peer inside. But instead of discovering any water or food or even ice, I saw something completely different. 3 packs of blood, neatly sealed in a translucent bag like morbid juice boxes. I snatched one up without thinking. At that moment, the sketchy bag looked better than a meal from a 5-star restaurant. Moving on impulse, I sank my fangs into the plastic jar, downing the cool liquid in giant gulps. The second it slid down my throat, a rush of energy flowed through me. The pain vanished, and my body hummed with, well, not life, but something close to it. Drinking it came so naturally, and each sip tasted better than the last. But in the back of my mind, I knew that I lost some part of myself at that moment, something that might never come back. So I drank until the bag was empty and it was over. Sad. A knock on the door interrupted my dinner. It's Bay, so I'm not gonna be mad. I threw the empty bag in the trash can, quickly wiped off my bloody lips, and reached for the door. I thought Cherise and Marcus had left, but maybe one of them had come back to tell me something. Oh, good evening. Oh, it's Bay! A gentle, melodic voice purred out from the man before me. I'd never seen his face before, but his too pale skin and flashing fangs immediately gave away what he was. You're Michiko, aren't you? Please tell me I'm right. Yes, that'd be me. What do you want? I wish handsome strangers knocked on my door every evening. Not interested in solicitors. What the fuck? I'm not that bold to be like, wow, I wish handsome strangers would greet me every day. But I would be like, yes, this is me. What did you want? I'm sorry, I meant to introduce myself better. But once you opened the door, all the words in my head just vanished. Alright then, how about we start over? Does that happen often? I have that effect on people sometimes. What the Alright, let's start over then. That's so sweet of you, already giving me a second chance. Of course, anything for you. He gazed at me silently for a moment, a bright enthralled glimmer shimmering in his eyes. I wanted to talk to you, just for a little while. Promise I won't steal too much of your time. Sure, come in. Thank you. He slipped inside the room, glancing around curiously for a few moments. A faint floral scent drifted around him, just barely strong enough to be noticed. Oh, I smell like flowers? When he turned back to me, his eyes intensely fixated on mine, flicking away now and then as if he couldn't keep contact for too long. I didn't mean to catch you off guard, but I stopped by on, well, impulse. And really, I'm so happy that I did. He's honestly the cutest. He toyed with the fringe of his scarf, letting out a soft exhale. Oh, I'm sorry, my name is Heath. I will never forget that name. I've been wanting to play this route for so long for Heath. I already know who you are, of course, and I hope we'll get to know each other much better. Nice to meet you, Heath. I could use some new friends. I wouldn't mind if we got to know each other a lot better. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. No, I would choose a for sure. Let's now start the flirtation. It's a silly joke, okay? I'm sure there'll be a lot of opportunities since Hollywood is a small, beautiful world. But I don't want to seem like I'm taking advantage of your situation. I passed Cherise on my way in, and she told me about what happened to you. It's awful. I'd say I'm sorry, but apologies won't get your life back, so I wanted to offer you a sympathetic ear and a shoulder to cry on if you needed it. He spoke quietly, gravely, as if we were attending a funeral for the Michiko who died back in the club. It wasn't so long ago that I lost my life too. Change just leaves you almost numb at first, but when everything finally hits you, the loneliness is overwhelming. It can't be all that bad. We've got powers of immortality, though. I'm not going to move about it. What's done is done. I just wish I could go back. Honestly, I might have to save for this because I don't remember what choices I made. I just wish I could go back, which is impossible. Many of us do. The sunrise, food and drink, the people you love, a racing heartbeat, the warmth of someone close. Wait, we can't have the warmth of someone close or a racing heartbeat anymore? He closed his eyes tightly, biting his bottom lip. All of it gone before you can even kiss it goodbye, and from there, it's too easy to just fade away into oblivion. He let out a quiet sigh, running a hand through his feathery hair. He's so goddamn gorgeous. Where should I put my camera? Should I just put it like in the middle, like right here? Wait, that might block CG. Well, this is what he looks like. Okay, guys, I gotta put myself back up here though. Oop, did I just skip stuff? No, I didn't. Okay, I'm fine. Wait, what? No, I did. It was a little surprising how much my situation seemed to upset him, considering the apathy or amusement everyone else had shown so far. Cherise mentioned your house too. Houses, well, they're supposed to be the core of who we are in the hidden world, what defines us and what sets us apart. Our gazes met for a few moments. He kept his head slightly lowered, either from shyness or a conscious effort to be coy. You know, from the moment I laid eyes on you, I could tell you were an Ascari. Your aura and poise, the emotions under your voice, everything about you is so vibrant, like you never left the world of the living. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little jealous. Most people are. Why be jealous? You've got plenty of charm yourself. I was an actor. It isn't really the same thing, but thank you. You were probably kick-ass I would say actor. He studied me for a moment in silence before his gaze shifted to the window. I glanced past him at the glittering cityscape, only to meet his stare again in the glass's reflection. His expression had quickly sobered. The way his mood seemed to shift so quickly caught me off guard. It was like they flicked on and off at a whim. You know, a few years ago, you would have had a group of Ascari to welcome you into this new world. But now, well, with the war going on, everyone seems more interested in protecting themselves and helping each other, even their own house members. I can't stand it. Seems like a justified war if it means getting rid of Cherise. Isn't there a way to make peace? You're very empathetic for a vampire. No, isn't there a way to make peace? He shook his head, tracing his thumb along the cross at his neck. No, not while the Mavar and Golgotha refuse to enter a treaty with us, the Ascari that is. Until then, we're trapped in this endless cycle of bloodshed. I don't know who's more of a danger to us, the hunters or ourselves. Why can't they reach an agreement? Hunters? You mean vampire hunters? No, I think they meant like other things. Why can't they reach an agreement? Because everybody wants to be on top. Everybody thinks their leadership would be the best. If you thought human government was difficult, imagine keeping a coven of aggressive, power-hungry immortals in line. It's like herding lions. Heath bit his lip, a troubled frown flitting across his face for a few moments. You're so handsome. But listen to me, Michiko, please. More than anything else, I hope you'll remember, if you don't want to be alone, you don't have to be. I run a bar downtown, nothing much, just a little nook for stars and a sanctuary for people like us. It's called Saturnalia. Won't you come by sometime? I don't mean to sound pushy, but... The warm lamplight reflected in his eyes as they flicked up towards mine. His gaze was longing, so hopeful, that I had to wonder what I'd done to warrant it. There's something different about you, something that I've never seen before. Really? What is it? I'd really like to talk to you more if you'd let me. I'd love to come by, Heath. I might even make a surprise visit. I don't care about any of these other choices. I am hands down going for Heath. Alright? Hands down. He really lit up at that. Like, I just offered him his favorite thing in the world. Then I hope you won't make me wait too long. I don't know if I could bear it. I should leave. The sun's coming up soon. But I'll remember to say a prayer for your success tomorrow. He's so gorgeous. Until then, if you ever need me, you know where I am. With a gentle bow of his head, he gave me one last long look. Good night, Michiko. Good night, Heath. Sleep well. With that, Heath quietly made his way to the exit, slipping outside. Once the door clicked shut behind him, I was alone again, in golden solitary confinement. Like Heath said, the sun would rise soon, meaning I need to tightly shut the curtains and curl up until tomorrow night. In a way, I didn't want to. Shutting the curtains would mean surrendering to the reality that this was an awesome, insane dream. But I wasn't sure how much longer I could deny that reality. I mean, I already drank blood from a pouch. So, reality is gone by now. With the coming sunrise safely hidden away, I turned off the bedroom lights. As I stared at the LED glow of the alarm clock, letting my transformed body sink towards something resembling sleep, one last thought drifted into my head. I felt incredibly lonely, I felt deeply determined, I felt strangely excited. Now I feel lonely as shit. The sense of isolation that Heath mentioned was creeping up on me. Was I really cut off from the waking world forever? I could only cling to the hope that just maybe I'd wake up tomorrow in my own bed and warm sunlight would be streaming through my window. But it doesn't happen because this is real. We're a vampire now. With that feeling still settled in my chest, I closed my eyes. Finally, a comforting nothingness pulled me down into the dark and away from the coming day. Sad. So sad. Oh, and I gotta end the episode. And here Marcus here. Here is Marcus. Jesus, I need like rest or something. I can't even speak. Marcus is calling us, but this is where we're gonna end today's episode off, and then we're gonna hopefully meet. What's his name? Randall. Hopefully meet him, or just meet the guard. But anyway, thank you guys for watching today's episode. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Touch it,